I think right now, a place I would love to visit, my almost dream vacation, I'd really like to go to Italy. I've had some friends that go and they just say it's awesome, and I think you can just see so many different things. Like you can go to Rome, you can go to Venice, I think Florence, and it's just like seeing the history from Rome, and then also I've just always just wanted to go in the canals in Venice. So I think Italy's towards the top of my list right now. I think it would be winning my All-American awards for volleyball, just because it was something that I always had to really work for. I was never just kind of gifted athleticism, whereas like some other things, like school always came easy to me, but I really had to work for it, and it was just a long time coming. I think it's just to go out and do it. Like there's never gonna be a perfect time. Like you're always gonna be tired, like something's always gonna go wrong. Like you can't just be waiting for these perfect set of circumstances. You just gotta get the job done. So my favorite iTech AG core value, I'm really stuck between two of them: pursue excellence and greater together. And I think they really do go hand in hand as we work on growing as a company and defining ourselves within the GovCon space. I think that we all do need to be together, all kind of aligned in one mission, which I think we do a really good job of sharing with the company what that mission is, to be able to pursue excellence. And it's not just it's not a one-man show. It's not everyone's on their own silo. It's, hey, we're all here. We all know the goal. We all know the mission, and we're all gonna get there together. Okay, so the culture of iTech, and I think every company tries to say like, hey, like we're a family, like this is home. I really think that that's not just an onboarding kind of thing that you're told on the screen while you're sitting there. It's like iTech day to day does show that. They show that when celebrating people's life's events, whether that's marriages, they buy a new house, they get a dog, or it's just something as simple as when we're here in the office 3 days a week and we're all eating lunch. It doesn't matter what someone's title is, doesn't matter who they are within the company. Everyone comes together and is just interested in kind of seeing and learning like, okay, who is everybody as a person? Because we all do have interests outside of work. Like we're not just working here 24 hours a day. So it's just a genuine care for people's lives. So I'd say for me, my mentor at iTech has been Marvin, he is currently my manager. But even when I started and he wasn't my direct manager, I could always see him as someone I could go to when I have questions, any comments, any concerns. He was always there ready to listen, willing to listen. He always offers his opinion, his thoughts on it without necessarily saying like, hey, this is exactly what you need to do because this is how I would do it. He's very open-minded and very collaborative in helping me and the rest of iTech reach the goals that I'm trying to reach through my position. So yeah, I'd say he's just, from day one, he's always had my back, whether that's as my manager or not, but he's been a pleasure to work with. I think the piece of advice I would give for someone that's about to start with iTech is just to put both feet in the water. Again, like whenever you're starting a job, nothing's ever going to be perfect. It's not going to be smooth sailing from day one. So you just got to be ready to roll with the punches and just not like stay de-stressed, because it's all going to get figured out. Like you will get there. Like you're not expected to know everything on day one. Like it is a new job. A new job is a new job, but it's just to have the willingness to adopt and adapt. So I do think some of my skills translate, whether that be from coaching volleyball into my work here as a project control specialist at iTech and vice versa. It starts with communicating with different people. Different people like to be worked with and talked to in certain ways. And that translates to kids too. Not everyone's it's not a one size fits all. Some people like a direct approach and just be told. Some people like to, hey, can you help me get that answer and kind of guide along. So I think just on the soft side, like communication is a big one that works both ways. I think growth for me at iTech has looked at just the kind of the expanding of my responsibilities, from moving more towards away from the admin side of the work towards forecasting, budgeting, cost analysis. So it's becoming more of an analytical role rather than just the admin. Now, the administrative part of my role is still there, but I'm now a lot faster at it as I've become more familiar, and it allows me more time to focus on the analytical section of my role. I think the benefits of a hybrid work model is that when we do come into the office, it allows us to collaborate and work together on things where maybe an email chain isn't going to work, or it's going to take a lot longer than just, hey, we're sitting face to face right now, we're in a conference room, and we're able to just kind of talk it out. Where there is also benefits to being at home as well for part of the days of the week, is there are a lot of tasks that do just kind of require focus and attention, and you're not necessarily going to be interrupted. Whereas at the office, like, something's probably going to come up. So it's just kind of a balance on, hey, you can get these tasks done on these days and these tasks done on these days.